out. You could be one of them dudes in love with real super skinny ladies. And there ain't nothing wrong with that either, because it's all kind of sweet. But you could be one of the dudes that go, ugh, when you see a lady that's built like the ladies were back when Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci and all them people used to draw and sculpt, you know, thick. That's the word, T-H-I-C-K, thick, you know. I think I'm slowing down here now, I gotta speed it up. But my dad, he brought it to my attention when I was just a little kid, you know. Most of the lessons he taught me were against my will, but this particular lesson, at the time I didn't know it was a lesson. It was way later on. I was walking down the street and it hit me. Oh. But that particular day in 1976, it hit my dad. He went, whoa. Back in 1976, women still had them, well, at least in Jacksonville. I mean, my friends still had Jerry curls in the late 90s. So women still had them beehive, I gotta stop playing, tall hairdos, you know, where they sit underneath the plastic bubble for an hour. Your mama used to have to sit there and be quiet and look at women's magazines while mama gets her hair done at your aunt's house. Unless you're smooth enough to go to the bathroom and find your uncle's hustler books underneath the bathroom sink. Like nobody out there knows what's going on. Knows you ain't in there looking. God, but my dad pulled that same shit on me, see. Now daddies didn't cuss. Daddies didn't say nothing weird or risque or sexual in nature in front of the kids, you know. Back then, it was a big deal when John Boy tried to run away with that girl along the mountain on TV. So this beehive, I see it prancing across the street. All I can see is a beehive. But I can feel my dad. I can feel the tension. You know, when you're a kid, you can feel anything. Ooh, like the Force on Star Wars. So I looked up. Daddy was holding on to the steering wheel as tight as he could. Mouth flung open. Toothpick done fell in his lap. Always have a toothpick, always. That's some smooth shit, that's some Rhett Butler shit. One day I'm gonna try to pull it off. When I try to pull off a suit. You see me in a suit, toothpick's coming. So anyhow, like, well, Hugh Beaumont, Ward Cleaver, you know, the daddy of Leave the Beaver, he was smooth as silk, man. Touch of gray on the side, slick back, suit, reading the Saturday morning newspaper in the suit, man. That's some knocked out shit, right? So anyhow, my dad stopped, toothpicks in his lap, and he looks across the street, straight across out in front of the car, actually, as the beehive is moving across, and daddy goes, and he forgets he ain't by himself, see. Junior's sitting there in the seat, that's me. So daddy said, damn! Woo! Baby got an ass like an army mule. By that time, oh. So now I'm trying to see, the Lincoln Continental 76, that's the one with the big old hump in the trunk, which has already got my dad in trouble with me, see, so you can't see over the dashboard unless you're real tall, and you can't see out the window. But I had to see it because when you're a little kid, that sounds awful. Ass like an army mule. But Daddy's got a big smile on his face, and I can feel he's right happy about the whole thing. And I'm just about, I was a very curious child, always asking questions. I'm about to ask Daddy, well, what is it? And then he did the, which meant, don't say shit. Because curiosity didn't kill no cat at my house, but it could lead to the ass whipping of a lifetime in public. So, that's all right. We're going to Sears. Yeah, that's back when Sears was downtown. Back when you got your 3 outfits for school, your tough skins and your pro kids, hot boxes, and had everybody make fun of you all year. I'll ask Mama. Mama don't know what it meant, you know. Mama, what does it mean when Daddy sees a lady walking across the street and he says she got an ass like an army mule and he's got a big old smile on his face? What does that mean? My dad told me about 50 times, I guess, after each whipping I got, my weekly whipping for something I did. If you're gonna be dumb, boy, you gotta be tough, man. If you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough. And you better have an extra thickness of hide on that ass, because I'm gonna wear it out until you ain't tough. So I didn't say nothing, I just kept my mouth shut and forgot about it. Tucked it way back in my brain somewhere. And one day I'm out on the beach and somebody walks out right in front of me. And I'm talking Olympic proportions. No, you ain't no need to put a beer can on, stand a beer can on it. You can put a plate of greens on top of it, man. Is that real? But then, bam! Yeah, that's what Daddy was talking about. And right then there started my love affair of getting busted the rest of my life, checking ladies out, you know. And everybody in here does, women check each other, men checking women out all day long, getting busted. It's such a good thing, it's such a wonderful thing. Innocent, sort of. But it makes you feel good and fuzzy inside. You can't help it. Like a car wreck, you keep looking.
You don't look, something's wrong.
And then you look over and see your lady looking at you like. And the worst thing you can do is try to play it off like you weren't looking, because she knows you was looking. And then she'll get even madder. That's women. Can't figure them out. So anyway, make a long story a little bit longer. I have a deep appreciation for the female aesthetic, like every other man in here. I don't give a shit if you're Poindexter. Gandhi had a deep appreciation for the female aesthetic. Zen Buddhist monks have a deep appreciation. So I wrote a song all these years later about it called She's on Fire, goes something.
Dance with me. We can dance behind the curtain over there. Yeah, I
Gotta speed it up. Well, she's on the dance floor, that's a look on juke, trying to swell a bunch of booze she's done it already took. But when that gal gets down, you can't help but stare, 'cause that frame's lit smoking like a signal flare. She's on fire. She's on fire. That little girl, she's on fire. Light 'em on up, she's on fire. We tried to look away, we all tried to be cool, but she had a nasty stick as an army mule. She asked out for a drink, just about goes out. We always reaching for our bodies. Man, she's alive, she's on fire. She's on fire. That girl is smoking on fire. Light 'em on up, she's on fire. That girl is on fire. She's got you in hand. I hear you say you don't